Hi everybody, Brett back, high altitude scale modeling with another sprue review. This time an old school sprue review of the Hasegawa 1/32 Messerschmitt Me-262A in 1/32 scale. I probably just said that. This is for the Flory Models Classic group build, which is any kit before 1990. Made and released before 1990. You can see here, copyright is 1987. So we're going to look this over and then get started on it. I have till the end of December. So I got over 2 months. I think I can do it. Beautiful box art. Old school Hasegawa. One of the markings available. Some writing in Japanese. Over here, some of the other Hasegawa kits they released back then. And this is kit number... sure it says on here somewhere. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe they didn't do kit numbers back then. I don't know. I don't see it. Anyway, let's open it up and take a look. Okay, I have some aftermarket Red Fox. Get some aftermarket decals because, as you will see, the decals in this kit are not very good. Let's get to that when we look at the instructions. So, clear parts bagged separately, one bag of parts. And we're just gonna start the top. I already opened the bag. So, shiny, crisp Hasegawa plastic. Comes with a little placard right there. Move this out of the way. Zoom in. One thing I noticed right off the bat, it's got a lot of raised rivet detail. And I'm assuming the panel lines are raised as well, but they're in between the rivets. You can see this. Plastic's so shiny, but there is rivet detail, raised rivet detail everywhere. Get to the tail. See? All that raised rivet detail. It's all raised. So even if those panel lines in between the rivets are raised, there's no good way, safe way for me to scribe them, maybe, without risking losing the rivet detail. So I'll probably just leave it alone. There's two pilot figures, which you can tell by the molding are kind of 80s looking pilots. Separate nose panel, gun bay, a little bit of cockpit detail, which we're going to replace. Nothing inside, really. I believe this is probably a pretty simple build. Next, we are going to look at the other bag. Upper wing surfaces. Elevators, tails, nacelles. Again, you probably can see it better here without me holding it up. This is all raised rivet detail. All through here on the underwing surfaces. None really on the nacelles, there's on the elevators. All raised rivet detail. All those things you see. Raised rivet detail. Underneath, everything seems to be sanded smooth, the ejector pin port, so no problem there. I'm hoping, being a Hasegawa kit, the fit's okay. Next, we have some engine detail. No weight on wheels, a couple of bombs. The engine detail. So you can probably have the engine panels open with bulkheads. First stage compressor blade. I'm guessing this is one of the front wheel bay assembly probably, or maybe that's the gun bay. So, tires are in 2 halves, no writing on there. No real tread on those front windows. Engine detail. Your antenna. Nose cone for the engine. A couple of big old bombs. Here's the third sprue. And we got one more to go. And none of the parts fell off into the bag. It's the bottom of the fuselage and the wing root. I'm not sure what all these are, unless they're... I don't know what those are. But we'll find out. Anyway, again, you see the same rivet detail all throughout the underside. Some more antennas. Landing gear legs. This one's got a lot of flash on it. Easy to clean up though. Like I said, 1987 was when this was tooled, I'm assuming. Headrest for the pilot. Have to clean up the landing gear door. Lots of ejector pin marks. It's an old school. I'm not sure what these are for. Like I said, I'm not sure what all these are for either. But we'll find out in a second. There's the main gear for the landing gear bay. A little bit of detail inside. Okay. That's all those parts. Here's the clear parts. You can see there's only 4 sprues. Clear parts. Been protected all this time. Oops. Thick like they were back then, but they seem pretty clear, pretty distortion free. Not bad. The framing around them is not raised, and this one, the back one has a center seam down it. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be there. I'll have to look into it. I have to do some seam cleanup on the clear parts. All right, now the decals that came with it. I've all yellowed. Underneath my fingers are those German symbols that you're not supposed to show. But you can see these are all yellowed. So I won't be using these. And I know the box art had the German symbol on it too, so see what that does for my algorithm. Just drop the decals. And instructions. Showing you some black and white versions of the scheme, a real picture of the aircraft. Some information about the aircraft. And then a whole bunch of information about the aircraft. And then information about the different versions. A's and B's and C's. Then you're gonna start with the cockpit, gun assembly. And there's lots of before you do. I didn't see the instrument panel. If you look again. But there's no decals for the instrument panel. because it looks just like the instrument panel is just a blank. What part is that? 59? So it's this part here, because there's no actual instrument panel. Huh. But fortunately, like I said, I've got these, I can just slap all over the blank parts. But yes, there is no detailed instrument panel in here. So this is telling you what goes on the instrument panel. C43. Hold on, let me check again. It's a D. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I missed it. Right there. It's got detail on it. So you just have to paint it in, or do what I'm doing and use some decals. Some Red Fox Studio decals. So now that that's clear, pretty detailed instructions telling you to use cello tape for tape the fuselage halves together. Here's a little warning about model building that came with it. How to apply decals, how not to hurt yourself. Again, reference drawing for the engine pods. That's what they're calling them. It's a simple landing gear assembly, so you can wait and put that in after you're painted. There's your engines going together. You don't have to glue. Be careful for front or back. Do not cement, it says, so you can see your engine detail if you want. And a reference drawing for how to line up your landing gear. These are rockets. They don't look like rockets, they just look like, So those are rocket launcher tubes. That's what they're for. So all those things are for rocket tubes. Putting your nacelles on your wings. Put the bottom of the fuselage and your wings together, then putting it all together. You can, your rudder's movable, not movable, but posable. There's your bombs going on. Again, some more detailed pictures in black and white. Your front wheel, same thing, you can do it afterwards. Front landing gear. This is showing the gun bay open. Top of the engine compartment open. So you can have this whole thing opened up. You're gonna have to do a lot more detailing than comes with the kit though. Bombs, what colors to paint them. And it's telling you RLM gray, chrome silver. It's not giving you the RLM number. 18 grams of weight, which for 1987 is a good call. Canopy open or closed. Here's a picture of a real one. Doesn't say where. It's telling you exactly how to paint the ink spot pattern. Here or how to make your colors, black and green. Actually, it's not just telling you what it means. Just light blue is white, plus dark blue, plus yellow, plus light black. Interesting. Just telling you to use a scrumble brush to paint the ink pattern. How to put on the decals. Where to put on the decals. How to paint the camouflage. Dark green, black green. How to paint the pilot. How to paint the engine. Oops, here, even looking at that. Let's try this again. So how to put on the decals. Painting. Here's what I'm talking about. Ink spot pattern. Using a scrumble brush with a liberal amount of paint. And then colors for painting the engine, the pilot, and then the lines for painting your black, green, dark green camo. And a sprue map. And a couple other 1/32 Hasegawa was doing at the time. And this parts list actually tells you what the parts are, which is an old Revell thing that I didn't see Hasegawa. They may have been doing it all along. Compressor fans, bulkheads, bomb racks, handles. So the instructions, very detailed, very worked out. So I'm using Eagle Cal decals. And I believe the one I decided on was red 7, I believe. I like the red and the black. So these decals are also very well detailed. If I can get them out of the bag. So it gives you a very good color call out. It said red 7 is the one I want to do. And it also tells you where these aircraft were and what they did. Most of these are over the Czech territory, it looks like. And it gives you the top and bottom of each one. So this is red 7, which is the one I want to do. And then stencil placement, because those come with stencils. I've used these kind of decals before and they always work out very well. Here's that. Cut very close, looking good. See? And then all the stencils and the markings and everything you need. Sorry, it's a new camera angle, I'm still trying to figure it out. Everything you need to thoroughly detail it, and the German markings are broken apart here, so I don't have to worry about that. And like I said, Red Fox makes these beautiful 3D printed instrument panels. It comes with 2 versions. See, I keep getting the camera all wacky. So, everything's raised on them. 2 different instrument panels. Looking good, side panels and everything. Got a nice little touch of detail. Here, Red Fox already tells you have to clean up certain parts, what goes where, how to do it. Like I said, still learning this camera angle. And that is that. So, here is my entry. There's part of my problem, I hit the camera. For the Flory Models Classic group build. I'll be putting up a lot of updates, showing you where I'm headed on this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Sit your ass to the bench and build a model. Bye for now.